I'll say it once and I'll happily say it again. It is going to be a special year for WonderKids. FIFA 20 has just dropped and it's come through again with a fresh batch of new rising stars, exciting youngsters, and the next big prospects in world football. So we've basically put the best under 18 WonderKids in FIFA 20 into one team. It is going to be Salford City. They're going to go into career mode. We're going to see how they will perform, simulating through a bunch of seasons, see if they can climb the divisions, reach the top flight of English football, and maybe even, if you're lucky, lift the holy grail, the Champions League. With brand new dynamic potential in the mix, this could cause for some fascinating or interesting results. You'd expect the further we go in career mode, the lads will get better, but only time will tell though. The lads are still in League 2. I expect them to absolutely smash it and get promoted with ease, but we'll meet the team, we'll meet the lads and see what we have to deal with here at Salford. Let's get into the starting 11, and up top it is going to be the Norwegian that is making waves all around Europe right now. It is Haaland up top with Rodrigo, who can play striker, obviously probably one of the best under 18 attackers in the game. We'll move on to Kangin Lee, the man from South Korea, playing in that midfield three of Gravenberch and Sobolozai. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing this guy's name, but he's the Hungarian midfielder with a bag of potential in FIFA 20, as well as Vinicius Jr. is back again this year, playing on that left-hand side alongside Callum Hudson-Odoi, who is still 18 years of age, 74 overall. This way it gets interesting with Vandenberg, the 17 years of age, recently moved to Liverpool, as well as William Saliba, recently moved to Arsenal. And then we have another Frenchman in Bediashile. He's currently at Monaco. And the man in goal for now is going to be Van der Voort, the Belgian, 17 years of age, because we've got some stunning backup goalkeepers in here with Bazunu, who actually has the highest potential out of all of them, although he's only 59 overall for now, as well as Chevalier, another French goalkeeper, in there too. But the bench is currently looking a bit like this. We have Silva, a young Portuguese striker who's been recently added into FIFA 20, a brand new wonder kid, and he's 16 years of age. We've got the best under 18, but we've got a few 17-year-olds, a few 16-year-olds as well. Obviously, you guys all know this guy by now, Thiago Almada. He's an absolute beast. Started off this year with 92 potential. Now, he's only at an 88, but still a cracking potential for the Argentine, as well as the Canadian Alphonso Davies, Mason Greenwood, the saving grace for Manchester United at the moment. The 17-year-old has been scoring their goals and getting them some W's. We move on to another Liverpool youngster. It's going to be Kijana Hover. The Dutchman can play at centre-back and right-back, so he could be a useful utility man alongside another wonder kid, a Japanese wonder kid making waves across the world, as he made a big summer move to Los Blancos. He moved to Real Madrid, but he's currently out on loan at Mallorca in La Liga. But we'll move down to players that couldn't make the bench. We've got Panzo coming from Monaco. He's an English centre-back. We also have Yari Vashara, a young Belgian midfielder, only 17 years of age. Halozek, who is a brand new wonder kid in FIFA 20 at 16 years of age, to alongside De La Vega, who's got an 88 potential. So I'm keen to see how these guys grow. And then just look how much depth we've got right here. We've jam-packed this squad with an absolute abundance of under 18 wonder kids, and there's so many like we've left out even a few as well, but we've got the likes of Esposito, Saka from Arsenal, Martinelli, Ahadarin. We have Matondo in here as well, Armini as a centre-back, Doku as a backup attacker. We're set for a few good years. This team is the most promising team in all of Europe, in all the world in fact, and that is how they'll be lining up. It's going to be Saliba, the captain. That is the highest rated player, 79 with Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo. There they are. Hopefully they can gel together. They can achieve greatness, and maybe a few years down the line, we'll see what they could achieve. These are the best under 18 wonder kids that you're going to get in FIFA 20, and this is probably the only time you're going to see them all in one team. We also have Oliver Skip in there. We'll see their growth, we'll see their development, and we'll also see who are the best performers in this side. Will there be any flops in the team as well? That'll be interesting. Of course, with dynamic potential, there's going to be a lot of different results. So let's simulate the first season, see how they do in League 1. But if you guys go ahead and enjoy the FIFA 20 experiment, make sure to smack a like down below, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos like this on the daily. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. Also, comment down below who is the best under 18 wonder kid in FIFA 20. And also, did we miss out on anyone? I know there's a few that we've left out, so let me know down below. So end of the first season then, and yeah, they smashed it as we predicted. 98 points, absolutely dominated League 2. They've earned themselves promotion, and rightfully so. They're going to be in League 1 next year. In terms of silverware though, we lost one of the most coveted trophies in world football. Forget about the Champions League, the leasing.com trophy. I mean, if you've ever heard of anything better than that, we lost to Crawley Town 2-1 in the finals. So an extremely extremely disappointing leasing.com trophy final there. A big opportunity missed, lads. Maybe it was just the inexperience. Maybe it was just the lack of quality in the side. We'll take a look and see who the top performers were. And yeah, Vinicius Jr., the highest rated. You'd expect him to have the most appearances as well, with 18 goals, 14 assists. Fabio Silva off the bench with 17 goals, as well as Esposito getting 15. It is Mason Greenwood not only scoring them, but getting those assists in there as well. Rodrigo with 12 goals, 1 assist for him, growing 4 overall. The Brazilian submitted a transfer request though. That wasn't part of the script, mate. But we got other good performers such as Yari Vasharin, this Dominic guy, the Hungarian, Haaland only with 4 goals. We'll scroll down. Hudson-Odoi not doing too much. They got a chance in League One to show the 3rd division of English football what they're made of. We'll see what they can achieve in Season 2. Back-to-back promotions. Leasing.com champions. I know you're on the edge of your seats. We're going to have to find out. So League One, the 3rd division of English football, seemed to be a walk in the park. A piece of cake for the Teenage Wonder Kid sensations. 112 points in 46 games. A staggering 34 wins. 2 losses though. But, I mean, they smashed the competition. They're going straight up to the championship, and we're slowly climbing the divisions. Let's hope for 3 back-to-back-to-back promotions. The FA Cup, though, proved to be too much for them in the 4th round replay. They lost 2-1 to West Brom, and it was an early knockout in the Carabao Cup as well. Round 2, knocked out to Millwall on penalties. Was there leasing.com success for us this season? No, doesn't seem like there was. Area final, they lost. I mean, these are big trophies on the line, boys. I mean, there is time to redeem themselves, but leasing.com trophy, we couldn't recuperate that success. It's time to take a look at our best performers this season. In Season 2, Rodrigo taking full charge with 23 goals and 7 assists, 30 goal involvements for him. It's Dominic Sozabala, I'm just going to call him Dominic for now, the Hungarian, 15 goals and 8 assists. Vinicius Jr., 13 goals and 8 assists. Our highest rated player, Mason Greenwood, doing well domestically, 12 goals and 6 assists. And we move on down to Esposito, 9 goals and 2. Gravenberch had a good performance in there from midfield. Pedro Della Vega with 7 goals. Haaland, the Norwegian giant, getting 5. Fabio Silva, 5 goals and 1 assist for him. As we scroll down, we'll take a look at some players. Yeah, some players didn't really get all too much game time. In terms of growth, we'll take a look at our main growers, our main changes in overall this season. There were abundance of +3s all around, but it's Lucas Chevalier, the French goalkeeper, moving up the most with a +5. Esposito, Bazunu, Greenwood, Della Vega, Vinicius Jr. Oh my gosh, there was so many +4s. Milot and Agume as well. I mean, the growth continues to be exponential. Vinicius Jr. is our highest rated player so far. And it was pretty much growth all across the board for the 18-year-olds now turned 20. Some of them are cracking into the 20s. So they're starting to find their feet in their career. Let's see how the side fare in the championship. Let's go for that Premier League promotion in Season 3. So 3 seasons in, 3 seasons in a row, it is Salford being top of the table. Doesn't matter what divisions you put these Wonder Kids in, they're going to finish champions. They finished champions of the championship on top with 91 points. It wasn't another 103-digit season. However, it's Brighton being promoted to the Premier League with us. We are Premier League. Say we are Premier League. And then, yeah, we got those teams finishing in the playoff spots. But we take a glance over at the cup competitions. Let's see if they made it through. It doesn't seem like we made it through to the finals of anything. It seems like these cup competitions are our weakness. It's another FA Cup round 4 elimination. Carabao Cup, though. No, it's Watford and Huddersfield in the final. These cup competitions are doing us dirty. It's league domination, which is our main goal. We lost 3-1 to Liverpool in round 2. And unfortunately, I know it's heartbreaking. We couldn't be part of leasing.com trophy this season. So these were our main performers in Season 3. It's Rodrigo again, the Brazilian, being ever consistent, a standout player for us now, 21 years of age, 25 goals and 5 assists, another 30 goal contributions from him. Dominic Szoboszlai got 19 goals and 9. Sebastiano Esposito, 15 goals and 5 assists. Vinicius Jr. now 90 overall. You'd expect a bit more from him. 7 goals and 7 assists. The big Norwegian up top, 5 goals and 1 for him. Mason Greenwood as well with 5 and 1. It seems like the game time was a bit more spread out, even though there are some Wonder Kids, yeah, with 0 games, 0 game time. Some Wonder Kids are going to grow quicker than others. We'll take a look at the growth this season. It is Lucas Chevalier again making a big case for why he should be our starting goalkeeper. +5 for him. Mason Greenwood now at 80 overall, a +5 as well. This is with no training, by the way. Esposito to a 74 overall with +4. A few wonder kids getting a +4. Dominic Szoboszlai now at 84. A lot of the wonder kids now, they're starting to be 20. They're starting to get into that phase where they're going to experience some rapid growth, and there are +2s, a few +1s here and there. For the wonder kids that didn't really play too much, there's growth all across the board, and that's what you want to see. So the future is bright going into Salford's first stint in the Premier League, the under-18s first stint in the Premier League. How will they do in one of the best leagues in the world, in the top division of English football? It's either going to be a relegation dogfight, or we're going to push up the table for those European positions, or will be revealed in Season 4. 4 seasons deep, first season, first appearance in the top flight of English football, the Premier League, and it's Salford finishing in 8th. We've been knocked off our perch. We're used to finishing top of the table. We're used to finishing top of the league, but of course it's a different ball game. We're up with the big boys now, and it's Spurs taking out the title. Both Manchester clubs in the top 4. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Norwich finish above us. We're actually really close to European competition, so I'll give the lads that. That is a solid first stint in the Premier League, and then it's Wolves, West Ham, and Stoke City going back down to the Championship. But in Season 5, I'm expecting European qualification. Let's take a look at the FA Cup. Let's see where we got knocked out, and it's more cup disappointment. 3rd round elimination to Morecambe. Come on, lads, we can do good in the league, but when it comes to these cup competitions, we are out of our league right here. Liverpool win the Carabao Cup, and we get eliminated 1-0 to Spurs, the league winners, in the quarterfinal. So I'll take that. Improvement all around. A little bit of improvement here and there can be done in those cup competition. No leasing.com trophy. As we take a look at the main stars, the main performers in the Premier League this season for us, it is Dominic Szoboszlai. I've had to say his name so many times as he's been such a great performer. 21 goals and 12 assists. Rodrigo again with a consistent debut season in the Premier League. Brut Haaland finally breaking the double figures in terms of goals. It's Hlozek coming out of nowhere with 9 goals. 8 goals for Greenwood in the Premier League as well. Esposito with 5. Not too many great performers. I mean, we didn't dominate the leagues like we usually do. The Wonder Kids are still growing. They're still trying to adapt to the top flight of English football. And I'm sure with more competitions, with more seasons to be had, they're going to get even better. And they're probably going to have even better seasons. But I found quite fascinating in Season 4. This is where we start to see dynamic potential come into play. As you can see, the players that played more, the players that have better performances actually grew. Yeah, I know, dynamic potential is in full swing. As you can see here, Sebastiano Esposito, our main grower here, with a +5 to his overall. It was a +4 to both Greenwood and Agume. And then we go into the +3s here with Vasharan, the Hungarian skip, Hover, and Chevalier, our goalkeeper. We scroll down, there's a few non-growers, and this is the first time I've seen it. You know, kids that are like 21, 22, they're not growing whatsoever, and it's because they've been getting no game time whatsoever. And there you go, dynamic potential. It's affecting the experiment. It's affecting the Wonder Kid growth. Will it affect our charge towards the Champions League trophy? They did not grow a single overall point, and in previous FIFAs, yeah, they would have grown automatically. But there, dynamic potential taking its effect in Season 4. Let's see what it has in store for us in Season 5. And I don't believe it. For the first time ever in Salford history, they qualify for European competition as well. For the under-18 Wonder Kids, this is their first taste of European football whatsoever. They finished 3rd in the Premier League, deservedly so. It was a tight Premier League race from 7th to 1st, only 6 points between it. That is a very tight Premier League table. 15 losses and only 2 draws. If we turn a few of those losses into draws, I mean, we're going to easily be champions. Only 2 points off Man City in the end. So it's same old FA Cup heartbreak again. This time in round 6, we get knocked out by Manchester United 2-1. Carabao Cup action, and it's another fellow Premier League side, Arsenal, taking out the victory there, 1-0, eliminating us in round 3. But next year, it is going to be Champo. It is going to be the Champions League awaiting us. Liverpool and Juventus are in that final. And here are our star performers that fired us into the Champions League, that got us that 3rd place position. Yet again, Hungarian Szoboszlai with 15 goals and 7 assists. Mason Greenwood tearing up the Premier League with 13 goals and 4. Esposito, yet again, Mr. Consistent in there with 12 goals and 3 assists. Vinicius Jr., double figures in both goals and assists for him. And Rodrigo, his Brazilian compatriot, with 9 goals and 4. Hlozek with 8 goals and 8 assists. Pretty consistent from him. All of a sudden, he's come out of nowhere and done quite well. Haaland, the Norwegian, kind of expected a bit more. Only 3 goals for him. In terms of our biggest overall performances, in terms of the best growth and development, it's kind of slowed down a bit here. We've only gotten +3s. The first season in which we haven't got a +5 or higher. +3s all around. Then it goes down to +2s. And then you can see the consequences of such a massive squad size is that players aren't going to get game time. They're going to get unhappy. They are going to be rested for the majority of the season. And these are the Wonder Kids that, yeah, didn't get any game time. Therefore, they're not going to grow. The price you have to pay, that is the sacrifice you have to make. Question is, European football is next season. How far can they go in the Champions League? Can they even go ahead and win it? We're going to have to find out in Season 6. And here we go. Debut Champions League campaign. He's going to pick out Salford. Let's see what group we are in. Going to be an interesting one. Can we go ahead? First try, first win. And we're in a group with Dortmund, Sporting Lisbon, and Besiktas. I think that's a pretty winnable group, I want to say. I think we can at least get out of there. So teams with an abundance of Champions League experience are in our way. Let's see how the group stage goes. So it looks like they didn't buckle under pressure in Group A. They finished in second, progressing out the group there with 9 points. Dortmund finished bottom, and it's Sporting Lisbon on top. All right, let's see who we got in the next round. It is Barcelona of all teams. Oh my gosh, that is the curse of finishing second. We're up against the Catalonian giant. We're going to simulate this one, and the main worry about this team, the main worries I have that they can't go ahead and actually win the Champions League maybe in their first stint is the weak defense, the weak goalkeeper, and there you go. It's a 2-0 defeat to Barca. Goretzka and Reis both on the score sheet. We have to go to the Camp Nou and somehow muster up a win. And I mean, surely there's no way they can go ahead and get a result at the Camp Nou. They're going to have to score, what, 3? Okay, let's see what happens then. 2-0. Barcelona bring the under-18 Wonder Kids back down to earth, and it's better luck next time. So despite early Champions League elimination, it won't matter in the end because we get a second crack at it in Season 7. The Wonder Kids ended up finishing in third with 62 points, only 6 points away from the league, so maybe they can do the double, get a league trophy, or we'll be revealed in Season 7. And yeah, yet again, still no FA Cup or Carabao Cup glory. They don't even bother about these competitions anymore. It was Bayern Munich taking out the team that eliminated us, Barcelona, in the final 2-0. So the Bavarians Champions League winners in 2025. In terms of our season though, it's Rodrigo at it again, now up to a 93 overall, with 27 goals and 7 assists. Mason Greenwood with 14 goals and 4 assists. The captain, Vinicius Jr. with 13 goals and 6 assists. Ryan Gravenberch getting 9 and 5. Esposito still decent with 7 goals and 1 assist. Dominic Szoboszlai probably his most disappointing and let down of a seasons yet. And yeah, the goals seem pretty spread out, and then obviously there are going to be the Wonder Kids that didn't get any game time. They're probably not going to grow, but in terms of attributes and overall changes, again, it is Sebastiano Esposito with a +3 and Kijana Hovel with a +3. He's become one of our most highest rated defenders, and now Mason Greenwood with a +2 as well as Vinicius Jr. up to a 96, Rodrigo at a 93. Got some decent growth in here, but it's yet again things like this where, oh, the list has gotten longer this year. There is no growth to all these players like, you know, Callum Hudson-Odoi, De La Vega, Martinelli. They're still stuck in the 70s, but that's what's going to happen. Almada still at an 80. Not everyone's going to get the chance to shine. Not everyone is going to get the chance to be in this side and be part of the first team. That is the consequences. No overall growth. But we're going to go into Season 7. Hopefully this squad can get the job done, not only in the Champions League, but hey, the Premier League as well. See what the lads can muster up in the 7th season. Alright, you know the drill. Second time round Champions League. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hope we get a good group. What is old mate going to pull out for us? What are we going to get drawn against? Who are we going to get drawn against? And it looks like this time Group F awaits us with Monaco, Celtic, and CSKA Moscow. So yet again, another winnable group. Let's go ahead, simulate forward, and see how the lads do. And this could go down as one of the most successful seasons ever. As we just simulated to the end, we have won the Premier League. It's taken 7 years. I mean, it's taken 3 Premier League appearances to do so. But with 80 points, we run away with the title there. A 13-point gap between them and City will move on to the FA Cup. And look what's awaiting us. We finally have some cup success. It's taken so long, but Stoke City await us in the final. Go ahead and simulate that match. And then we have the Carabao Cup, which Fulham ended up taking out. We got eliminated to Watford in round 4. So the Carabao Cup proven to be a bit of a challenge for us. But something that wasn't a challenge for us was the Champions League. Second time around, the boys have got all the way to the final. 2026 up against PSG. We'll take a look and see how they did in the group stage. They finished in second yet again. They didn't win the group in either campaign. So in the round of 16, they defeated Juventus 3-1. Onto the quarterfinals. They got their revenge on Barcelona 3-2 on aggregates. And the semi-finals up against Monaco 4-2 for them. And now we meet PSG in the final. We're going to go ahead and play this one. But before we do so, before we get into the big one, this is going to be the team going out to face Stoke City at Wembley. Could it be our first piece of domestic cup silverware? And there we go, Gravenberch and Sozabalai with the penalty, getting the 2 goals to get us the FA Cup. However, before we crack on into the Champions League final, we'll take one last look at the squad. They've made it through 7 seasons here at Salford City. We'll take a look and see who are the main performers, who are the main growers, and it's kind of sad. It kind of makes me feel bad that we ruined a few people's careers here, like Martinelli, Matondo, Milot. They didn't get much game time, therefore didn't grow, didn't progress, and obviously we never ended up selling them. So they've just rotted on the bench for the past couple seasons. That's what dynamic potential can do to some of your players. If you don't play them, they won't grow. Simple as that. But the players that did play and the players that did grow, my oh my, they grew to some absolutely crazy overalls. We'll take a look. We've got players like Esposito, Saliba going up to an 88, the Norwegian Haaland at 89, Mason Greenwood surpassing his potential going to 91, and the Hungarian Sozabalai, oh my gosh, 94, Rodrigo at a 95, and Vinicius Jr., he takes the cake with 98 overall. I mean, you love to see it. If only it was a bit more spread out to like the more lower rated players in the squad. Man, we're just out here ruining careers, but we've got the likes of Rodrigo with 22 goals and 7 assists. Vinicius Jr. getting 18 goals and 17. Sozabalai, our main goal scorer, with 20 goals. Haaland, yeah, not scoring too much, only with 2 goals. Bit of a poor season from him. Gravenberch and Agume, and also Greenwood with double figures in goals. So here we go. This will answer the question, can a team of under 18 Wonder Kids, after 7 years, win the Champions League? They've gone from League 2 all the way up to Champions League final, and now they're up against PSG. Let's get straight into it. So they've grown up, aged, developed, and matured into professional footballers from the humble age of 18. Now, as a whole squad, they've grown together and found themselves in a Champions League final here at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Let's hope we can turn those ribbons red and white of Salford City with the best under 18 Wonder Kids in FIFA 20. It's going to be an absolute banger of a game. They're going to go at it tonight. Who is going to shine in the spotlight? The squad is ready. The team is ready to take on PSG. Let's get straight into the action, shall we? But it's going to be PSG to kick us off. Go. Now, it's one of our first attacks of the match. Skip. He's made it into the starting 11 tonight. He'll give it off to the Brazilian Rodrigo. He's been a star since day one. And now, can he show up in the Champions League final? Here to Gravenberch. Now, through to Haaland. He only scored 2 goals all season. And maybe that's why Areola with a big save. Mbappe crosses that one in. And Chuckleways nearly gets the opener for PSG. That would have caught us way off guard. Oh, it's Kylian Mbappe for PSG. Stayed loyal. And now we need to not crack under pressure. We need to get this opening goal. We need to get the first goal. 7 years of build-up. 7 years of waiting. And now this is the biggest game of them all. The cutback from Greenwood through to Sabozalai, and a big save, and the rebound, and Areola falls over. Someone get there. And that's the closest we've come. Chuckways, PSG, showing why they've made it all the way to the Champions League final. Proven to be dangerous. Saliba slips past Phil Foden. And there we go. PSG with the opener. An absolute scorcher from Phil Foden, the English Wonder Kid. And he just missed out on making it into this team as well. He didn't qualify for the side, but he scores an absolute belter in the final. Breezes past the defense. And it's 1-0 PSG. Gravenberch. Nice little ball. Oh, it's opened up here. The Hungarian will put a tasty through ball into the path of the Norwegian Haaland. Haaland takes the strike. The left foot finesse shot. A bit unorthodox, but nevertheless gets the equalizer. And oh, what a little skip. The number 30 is a big boy, but he's still athletic. And he jumps over the corner flag so enthusiastically, but we caught PSG off guard. Straight off the corner. They had too many men forward. And a devastating finish. Nice little header from Skip. Back to Greenwood. Can Greenwood set one up? Can Haaland get the double? And he will. Slots it into the bottom left-hand corner. It only took him a few tries, but the number 30, the Norwegian beast, bags a double. And it's a great assist from Greenwood, to be fair. We go 2-1 up. It was an early scare. We've overcome the nerves. We're now into the thick of things in this Champo final. And what a finish to put it into the bottom left. Here with Rodrigo. That is a massive interception from him, and Haaland will find the ball through to Mason Greenwood. He's got Varane to beat. We all know he loves the game against PSG. Haaland for the hat-trick, and Haaland, after scoring 2 goals all season, shows up in the most important game, the Champions League final. And a bit of individual brilliance from Greenwood, another assist, and this duo up top, I know why they're rated so highly now. They are absolute ballers. Haaland with a hat-trick in the Champions League final. Who would have thought? Doing a few skills. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Now, Gravenberch over to Dominic Szoboszlai. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but he scores in the Champions League final. It's 4-1 now. Absolute domination, and that's the captain as well. I didn't realize he was the captain, but 94 rated Dominic gets the goal, chips it over Areola, and it's humiliation now for PSG. A lovely assist from Gravenberch, and just like that, it's Champions League magic. A lovely dinked finish, and Areola had no chance with that one. Here we go, Phil Foden, who's been the main star for PSG, but the scoreline doesn't reflect that. He'll cross it in. Neymar was lurking, and Neymar... Okay, maybe they're still under 18 in terms of experience and just overall common sense, because that was a terrible goal to concede. I know it's not going to mean much in the grand scheme of things. Terrible defensive error, a rookie error to say the least, and it landed straight at Neymar's feet. Why didn't the keeper come for that? And that is that. The under-18 Wonder Kids. Can a team of under-18 Wonder Kids win the Champions League? You betcha. 7 seasons in 2026, they've gotten the job done here. 4-2 against PSG. You saw the highs of dynamic potential. You saw the lows of dynamic potential. You saw some under-18 Wonder Kids who took off their careers. You saw some that just rot on the bench. Altogether, they've had balance. They've had some elite ballers. They've had some stinkers, but it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications down below if you want some more FIFA 20 career mode content coming to you on the regular. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. Also comment down below who's your favorite Wonder Kid in this squad. What should we do next? I'll leave you with the Champions League celebrations. Bye bye.